guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. So today we're going to continue our look at the Tsukuda Hobby model line by looking at this guy. It's the enormous Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he comes in 1/24th scale. This box is huge. If I bring in the Velociraptor, which we reviewed recently, link down below if you want to see that video, you can see how huge this box is in comparison. So each box for each dinosaur came in its own individual custom scale. Really looking forward to getting this one out of its packaging. You can see we've got Tyrannosaurus Rex in green here, 1/24th scale. We've got an interesting little sticker up in the corner there. You can see it's almost like a Jurassic Park sort of stamp of authenticity, but it's actually a gold sticker. And we've got Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex on the side. On the underside we got that unmistakable, beautiful Japanese lettering. This side we have the same thing again. See, this is JP model, I assume, 01. On the top we just got plain red. And then on the back we got this fantastic packaging. You can see Jurassic Park in bold lettering at the top there. There's a little bit of a read up there. If you want to read it, just pause. You can see we've got Crash McCreary's artwork there. The Tyrannosaurus just about to stomp on innocent bystander. And then we've got all the other models in this wave. So we have already reviewed the Velociraptor and the Dilophosaurus. So if you haven't seen those videos, links are down below. Okay, so without further ado, let's crack this guy out of his box. Okay, and here is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you can see it comes with this lovely sunset diorama that we're used to seeing with the Tsukuda Hobby models. It's made out of cardboard, and you can see we've got the base there with a metal stand, and it's got a little nut on the end so you can secure it to the base. And this guy's held in with twist ties. Doesn't he look fantastic on there? Now the nice thing is this one's already been removed from the packaging, so we'll get him out and take a closer look. Okay, and here is the T-Rex on display on his stand. What's really nice about this one is that unlike the Raptor, there's no gap between the base and the feet on this T-Rex, even when the pole is entirely inserted into the body. With the Raptor, unfortunately, he did look like he was levitating a little bit, but we don't have that problem here. He looks absolutely tremendous. I'll just give you a little turn around so you can see him from all angles. I really love the accurate coloration on this figure. It's something that we haven't seen in any of the other dinosaur models. Something so faithful to the ones that we see in the film. Really, really nice. Something else that's cool with these models is the little diagrams. I didn't show you the Raptor one, but I'll show you the T-Rex. Essentially it's just instructions for the stand, so you can put the metal rod in and then secure it with the screw. It's just a diagram showing you. But then I really like these little pen and ink drawings of the dinosaurs themselves. It's actually pretty spot on, and I've always loved Japanese instructions for their sort of accuracy. So the T-Rex itself is made from vinyl, which is kind of like that very cheap plastic that you used to get in sort of bathroom toys, and also now more in kind of pop culture vinyl figures, but that really doesn't deter from the quality. It's a really beautiful piece, and I'm really glad I picked this one up. Okay, so let's take a closer look. So if you've been following me on Twitter, you'll see that actually I made a post about these kind of resembling the Stan Winston sculpts, and from contacting someone who actually worked on the film, he told me that actually the scale is out for these figures, so they can't be Stan Winston recasts. But they are very faithfully done, and I think these are tremendous models for the time that they were made. You can see inside the carefully sculpted teeth. They're really nicely painted as well and weathered. The interior of the mouth, beautiful. The only thing maybe that's a little bit lacking on this one is the eyes, but the fact that they've actually painted them so carefully, I don't know, it still looks really good to me. As we move down the neck, you can see all the accurate folds in the neck there, and it really does look like a Stan Winston sculpt, but on a smaller scale. As we move down the arms, you can see the musculature in the limbs, the accurate little hand claws there, very nice. You can see more washes of brown, very true to what we see in the film. This is very reminiscent of the Jurassic Park red T-Rex, which was a Stan Winston recast. So yeah, I really do think these look like recasts. If not, maybe they were shrunk down somehow, I don't know, because they're not the right scale. Again, very clear musculature on the legs here, really nice all the way down, really nice detail on those toe claws, look at that, beautiful. And again, very accurate to the Stan Winston sculpts. As we move down the tail, you can see there's a little bit of a seam line here, A lot of these figures I've noticed have been made from kind of separate pieces of vinyl that have been glued together in obvious places. So here you can see the seam. You can see the seam on the leg here and also on the arm. And there's also one on the jaw here as well. As we move down the tail, you can see this lovely sort of striping going on. Really nice, perfect tail. Just a really lovely paint job. So if you get a chance to pick one of these up, I definitely recommend you do it, because it's just a wonderful collector's piece for fans of Jurassic Park, the first film. Again, really nicely painted toe claws, look at those, with like a glossy black. This is definitely one I'd like to keep on display on my desk as inspiration. I've always loved the way that on the back of the T-Rex it has these very almost like crocodilian, but also a little bit like plates. I want to say armadillo, but it's not, it's more like a reptile. And then as we come to here, you can see the faint indication of ribs coming through the chest. Very nice. Then you can see the front limbs here pulling on the skin, and you can actually see the scapula there from the arm poking through the skin. Really nice. And then as we go up the neck, you can see all these lovely folds and creases. Beautiful. And then we join back up with that beautiful head sculpt. The eye on this side actually looks like it's made of a transparent plastic with something behind it, and yet on the other side it's white. It's like two different eyes on either side. Huh. Well, there we go. I think I prefer this side, so if I'm going to keep it on display, I'm definitely keeping it on this side. But just look at that lovely detail on the head again. Just a really, really cracking little model. So exactly how big is this thing? It's quite a big model actually, I'm surprised. You're looking at about 14.5 inches long, which is about 37 centimeters. That's a really long length. And then in terms of the height with the head, you're looking at about 7.5 inches, which is about 19-20 centimeters. So this is actually a really big model. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Tsukuda Hobby T-Rex model. I'm starting to think that these are probably the most accurate models that were made around the time that Jurassic Park was actually released. When I first picked these up, I was a little dubious about them and whether they'd be good quality, but I'm more and more surprised by how accurate these things really are to the Stan Winston sculpts. If this is an original sculpt based on the Stan Winston model, that is absolutely stunning, because the accuracy is unbelievable. Also interesting is the eyes, the variation on either side, the fact that one on the other side is like a clear eye and the one on this side is painted white. That's a really odd difference for some reason. But yeah, definitely pick this up. If you get an opportunity and see one of these come up, painted or unpainted, definitely worth grabbing. Okay guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.